When I get into law class, I had a substitute. I write my name down, and just as I'm turning back around to leave the classroom, I see one of the girls from the store this morning. Summer? She says. I turn back and look at her. Yeah? You know Fame? Why? I mean, he's fly as shit. Or is he your man? I shake my head in disbelief and keep walking. This is exactly what Damien was talking about this morning, and it happens. Some of our classrooms had a front door and a back door. Depending on the teacher, they'd cover them so we couldn't talk to each other from the hallway. This teacher had their back door uncovered. The first person who looked at the back door, I told them to tap Tony. I mouth bathroom to her. She nods and raises her hand. Sometimes, if the teacher saw someone walk by, they'd deny the bathroom pass. Thankfully, this teacher didn't see me, since I came from the opposite direction and didn't need to walk by the front door. What's up, chica? She says as she gets into the hallway. I think I'm about to go home. Why? I think Tavia got Evan driving him around. Tony knew everything that was going on, even though she didn't know anyone. You're probably overreacting. I'd like to think that, but last night and today, I'm seeing what I think is the car. Don't he have school? Tony, he sells drugs. I mean, so does Jules, but I see your point. Oh yeah, why were you mad earlier? I ask as we stroll through the hall. I spent the night at this nigga's house because my mother was bugging, telling me to get the fuck out, trying to be cute and call on my man, right? I nod my head following the story. So we chillin', cuddling, watching a movie. Where was his mother? In her room. She don't care much. She has 6 sons. She knows it's going down. We start laughing a little bit. His brother comes in the room, it's dark, and he's like, Hi Daisy, so I don't say anything, not thinking nothing of it. How old is his brother? Like 12. So I'm like, maybe he's on the phone. I nod again and we're still strolling. Jules tells him to get out. He's like, no, I want to see Daisy. I missed her. So now I'm like, oh, he thinks I'm Daisy. My face looks shocked, but I stay quiet. Jules yells at him in Spanish and the little boy leaves. You asked who Daisy was. Yeah, but he talking about he don't know what his brother is talking about. What did you do? Stay quiet before I beat his ass in his mother's house and had nowhere to sleep? We start laughing. Then this nigga don't want to get up this morning, just annoying me. If he wasn't stupid, I probably would have been absent and spent the day fucking. But no, here we are, getting educated in this glorious educational institute. You think he playing you? He's a nigga. So probably. She replies dryly and rolls her eyes. Soon as I get proof, I'm punching him in the face. We see Tommy come around the corner and stop with a facial expression of you can't be serious. Okay, go back to class. I'm going home before I'm a missing persons report. When I get home, I'm looking for my keys in my book bag in front of the building. Thankfully, my mother is at work and Sharif is out of town. He's been gone for a few days now. I should have found out the day he comes home before I get busted. I'd rather fake sick than see Tavio at my school. I plan my story on my stomach hurting from breakfast in case he walks in while I'm home. I hear the building door unlock as I'm looking in my bag and look up. Maurice smiles. He's walking out of the building with a girl, I guess from Marcus and Jason's house. I'm not sure if he thinks I care. I don't. Maybe she could do her job and have him forget about me. Thanks, girl. Thanks, Maurice, I say as I start to walk through the door. You're welcome. Summer, meet my girlfriend. I look at him confused. Summer, this is Janine. Janine, this is Summer. Nice to meet you, I say and proceed to keep on walking. She smiled, but looked confused also. I get inside and go to my room first. I can't risk eating until after school hours in case I get caught from being home. Imagine telling Molly my stomach hurts while eating ice cream. She is white, but she isn't that kind of white mom. She's the upside your head type of white mom. I change into my sweats and turn on the TV. I fell asleep watching TV and wake up to the phone ringing. I check the caller ID and answer. Hello? You still being rude, nerd? I sigh. I'm kidding, kind of. But let me tell you about this drama I got myself into. As long as you know, we start laughing. Shut up. I'll be there in a few minutes. Okay. We hang up, and about 15-20 minutes later, I hear a knock at my door. Lauren is standing there with a plate of food. Mommy made spaghetti, and I know your fat ass wanted some. Just as she finishes her sentence, my mother gets off the elevator with the kids. Reefy grabs my legs and squeezes, then he and Cheyenne run inside. It was around 5 p.m., so thankfully I didn't get caught cutting school again. Hello, little girls, my mother says as she walks through the door holding Shondell. Lauren walks in behind her and I close the door. Let's go to my room. Shondell is getting big. Yeah, I know. You gotta bring Benjamin to play with him one of these days. We get to my room and I close the door. Okay, let me tell you, she starts off. Wait, no fork? I question as I remove the foil from my food, which was still warm. Y'all don't have forks, nerd. Yeah, but now, whatever, hold that thought. Let me eat through the drama. I walk out of the room to go get a fork. I walk back with the fork and some juice. You really should be like 500 pounds. Okay, now the mood is set. Go. I pick up my plate of food and start eating. Okay, so I met this African nigga named Mosi. I roll my eyes. Shut up. So anyway, I went by his crib, met his boy, and his boy wanted to meet you. Lauren, what? I say while chewing. I described you. He was open as hell. Off a description? I start laughing. Not my type. I keep eating. Because he doesn't sell drugs. I choke and start coughing. No, that's too strange. How? I was like a pretty little light skinned thing with light eyes and curly hair. You still single? We never said anything was official, but he moves like he's my man, so. So you're single if he didn't ask. I am not taking advice from you. Still being rude, I see. Not. Whatever, Lauren. So what was the drama? Oh, no. So, Larry at my school. I shake my head and roll my eyes. Larry starts talking to Monica, but acting like we don't be Love Jonesing. I don't know why these niggas be thinking they could play me. Talking like his girl? Yeah, I walk in the lunchroom, she on his lap. Meanwhile, I've been fucking him since a few months ago. I honestly can't keep up with who Lauren is sleeping with. I lose track of who is when or what, why, how, but if she likes it, I love it. Wasn't you with Prince? No, I fucked Prince once. Garbage. I never got to tell you that part, but Larry has been for a few months. When you spoke to him last? Last night. So where's the drama? You low-key love my drama. No, trying to move the story along so I can try to keep up with all these niggas you collect. You collect niggas too. No skid marks. We collect differently. She starts laughing. Fuck you, Summer. So anyway, I walk in the lunchroom and I walk over to her like, why you sitting on my man? I give her a shocked look and sip my juice. What did Larry say? Nothing. She like, I'm sitting on my man, and rolls her eyes. And then I punched her in the face and now I'm suspended for 3 days. Why did you hit her? I say looking confused as I chew my food. Monica and I were friends. She knew I was messing with Larry. Did she know about Mo and Curly? I question with the straightest face, which makes Lauren laugh. I honestly don't know why I'm friends with you. No one else likes you, mostly. I say in the most nonchalant tone. I say this so often, but fuck you, Summer. Yeah, she knew about everything. We've been cool for like 2 years. So she probably thought you didn't care or some shit. I don't know, bitches be weird as fuck. I realize I never told her about what happened with Sin and Claudia. I catch her up with everything. You should punch that bitch in the face too. We start laughing. Definitely. So come with me to Mosey's house Saturday. I look at her so confused. Why am I doing this? I don't want to go alone. And his boy want to meet you. Not interested in either option. I should go tell your mother you're rude and you dated Kingpin. She'd blame you anyway. And she doesn't like you, so good luck. Touche. But if you could come with me, please? I roll my eyes and she motions to get ready to leave. I walk her toward the door and my phone starts ringing. Before I can grab it, my mother picks it up. Summer, she says. I walk by the kitchen where she's putting dishes away with the phone held up by her shoulder. Yes? Phone, Ace. I take the phone from her. Oh, and Tavia called, she says as I start to walk away. I nod my head. Okay. Lauren looks at me as if I have some information to tell her. I'll call you later, I say to Lauren as I open the front door for her to leave. She playfully pinches my arm and squints her eyes in a fake intimidating motion. I start laughing and say hello into the receiver. You busy? No, Lauren was leaving. She came by to tell me some drama. Shorty from the store? Yeah, why? What's up? Nothing. You could come downstairs? Probably. I don't want to drive there and you can't. What's going on? His tone sounded kind of serious, but not really, just not as playful and live as he usually is with me. Just want to see you. I paused for a second trying to fill out the situation, also thinking, what can I say to come downstairs? Um, I could probably do like 20 minutes. I have school tomorrow and Lauren just left. That's my scapegoat. Alright, come down in 30. I'm in Corona. Alright, but come to my block. I say, sounding puzzled, and give him the address. My mother mentioned Tavior's name. I wonder if he knows him, but he would know him as Saga. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe he just misses me? His tone is what's throwing me off. He sounds like he needs to get to the bottom of something. I waited 15 minutes and made sure my mother saw I gave the phone back so she didn't suspect I was possibly meeting Ace. I overthink a lot, but my mother makes up situations that don't even exist. This one would be real, and I don't need that on my back. Mom, can I run by Lauren real quick? It's the school night. It's only 6:30. I'll be back before 9. You better, Summer Rayne. I walk back to my room and call Lauren to tell her not to call because I'm going downstairs with Ace. I kiss my mother on the cheek as I'm leaving. Yeah, she says. I start laughing and zip my coat. When I get downstairs, Ace was already sitting there. I didn't think about if my mother was looking out the window, but she definitely wouldn't think Ace drove, so she shouldn't. If someone in this universe loves me, like I think they do, she won't look out this window. When he sees me getting closer, he rolls down the window. Here's cool. I don't want to watch you get beat up. I start laughing. Good idea. Meet me at the top of the block. I say loud enough for him to hear, but not too loud. I live on the 6th floor, so I'm definitely being paranoid. But y'all do not understand. Molly doesn't play. Ace drives towards the end of the block and makes a U-turn. I walk toward the top of the block. He naturally gets there before I do. He gets out of the driver's side and I walk toward him. What happened? He hugs me and opens the passenger door. Get in. Kidnapping is illegal in every state. That's why you're voluntarily getting in the car. This doesn't feel voluntary. Any footage will show it is. Get in. I side-eye him and he continues to hold the door open, but his face is stern. I can't read his face and he can't read mine. The downside of dealing with someone who's the same astrological sign as you, I guess. I get in the car and he closes the door, then walks back toward the driver's side and gets back in the car. Light skin, Ace. There's a slight pause and there's a hesitant energy feeling over the car. We've known each other for a little minute, right? Yeah. I want to ask you something, which is probably going to leave you to ask questions. I want to answer, but I need to know I could trust you. And before you answer, saying I can, understand, your word is the biggest thing you have. It's your word, then your actions. Now I realize this is about Fame seeing me with Damien, Shania, and Jules. So now he's going to tell me he's the plug because he wants to know how cool I am with them. Aw, cute. I'm actually relieved he brought it up and I didn't have to seem like one of those prying money hungry girls. I'm more than sure he realizes I'm not after his pockets. I never ask him for anything and continually try to pay for something on our dates. He'll never let me, not even McDonald's. My word is my word. You can ask whatever and I'll answer honestly. I always have. Okay, and I'll do the same. Okay. The hesitated pause is back. How you know them niggas from the blend? The ones Fame saw me with today. Yes. They're my niggas. The niggas I be with in school. Why? That's your crew. He counters without answering me. Yes. I say, looking him directly in the face. We're back to being stone-faced people in the car trying to read each other. Did they do something? I ask. You know how they make money. Why do you keep answering a question with a question? He starts to laugh. You don't back down easy, do you? That reply makes me start to laugh. I'm not being aggressive. You're cute though, so it's okay. I do know what they do. I reply to lead the conversation back. He looks at me and kind of squints like he's trying to figure me out and figure out where to lead the question. How long have you known? You approached me, I snap. That's not what I'm. So you know who I am. I look away. It felt like I had word vomit. I found out after we started talking, I say, staring out the window. Prince, he questions. He doesn't sound mad, more inquisitive. No, but it's because of Prince I found out. I guess you could put it that way. I explained to him what happened and why Jules told me. He was quiet for a minute. Tavior, that's the ex. How you jump in conversations? I start laughing and playfully push his arm. I'm not. I thought we was done with that topic. Don't be mad at Jules. He wasn't gossiping. Nah, they not stupid. He was willing to fuck himself to save you. Says a lot. Fuck himself? Yeah. You could have ran and told me. I could have shut down all his money. But he risked that to make sure you was aware. Says a lot about his character. Then you stayed quiet for your friend. Says a lot. I went to talk. All good things. He interrupts. I pause for a second. Okay. That's it? Just okay? He asked. He seemed like he was waiting for more questions. Does it bother you? I wouldn't have continued to be bothered with you if it did. I answered almost as quickly as he asked. My tone was even, but honestly, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. He nods. You real different. Why? You just are. Most girls would have told me as soon as they saw me or started asking for money and shit. I'm not most girls. I say in a sassy, playful tone. He pokes me in my ribs. So, Tavio, the ex, competition, a cousin. I start laughing. The jealousy is cute. I like it.